Heavy fighting continues in Panjshir as the Taliban attempt to gain control of the last holdout province defying their rule. The fighting comes amid claims of the Taliban that the Panjshir Valley is now in their control, a claim vehemently denied by the northern resistance. On Friday night, the Talibs in Kabul engaged in a celebratory fire to mark the victory that killed at least 2 people and wounded several others, after which a senior Taliban leader urged people to halt the gunfire. However, the Taliban's victory claims were shortly refuted. Former Vice President and self-claimed caretaker President of Afghanistan, Amrullah Saleh, said that the National Resistance Front is steadily gaining and fighting the Taliban offensive, and the valley has not been lost yet. Now, earlier in the day, the leader of the Panjshir resistance and the son of late lion of Panjshir, Ahmed Masood, took to Facebook, denying all claims that he has fled his homeland. Masood's post read, "We will never give up the fight for God, freedom and justice. The struggle, whether like Panjshir, which has stood firm so far, or like our zealous Herati sisters who bravely raise the cry for justice, shows that the people have not given up their demands for rights and are fighting for their rights." It's important to note that the Taliban has cut all access to the Panjshir Valley. Internet and mobile services also stand suspended in the region. On Friday, Amrullah Saleh appealed to the West that the Taliban have blocked humanitarian access to Panjshir and called on the United Nations and world leaders to denounce this behavior. The Panjshir Valley has witnessed sporadic violence ever since the Taliban took over the Afghan capital, Kabul. But in the last few days, violence has intensified. Both sides, the Taliban and the resistance front, have reported casualties. Visuals that you see on your screens right now are released by the Taliban themselves. The video shows Taliban on the outskirts of the Panjshir Valley in Afghanistan. In the video, which is undated, accessed by Reuters, it shows Humvees with the Taliban flag on the mountains close to the village of Gol Bahar in Kapisa, close to the southern end of the Panjshir Valley. On the flip side, fighters from the National Resistance Front, made up of anti-Taliban militia and former Afghan security forces, are understood to have stockpiled a significant armory in the valley. Around 80 kilometers north of Kabul, Panjshir Valley is of high significance. It has never been occupied or controlled by foreign forces or the Taliban. The geography of the valley, guarded by the Hindu Kush Mountains, offers a natural defense to enemy attacks. The Soviet Union failed to capture Afghanistan's smallest province in the 80s, and later the Taliban faced the same defeat. The Taliban's battle for Panjshir continues as top-level discussions are underway to announce the new government. Sources tell us now that the Taliban could announce their new executive council anytime this week. The Taliban chief Sheikh Haibatullah Akhundzada will assume the highest office of Amir in the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. Sources also suggest that Mohammad Stanikzai, the deputy leader of the Taliban political office in Doha, will hold a senior position in the council, along with Muhammad Yaqub, the son of the Taliban's late leader Mullah Omar, and Sirajuddin Haqqani, the leader of the Taliban's most feared wing, the Haqqani network. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.